Penn State football. Before I get into a brief Indiana game review, I would like to let everybody know, as you know, I don't typically get into injuries unless they are season-ending injuries. And Noah Kane will be out for the remainder of the 2020 season. And love Noah, so much respect for Noah. He really had an unbelievable offseason and worked really hard for this opportunity. So, you know, we met with Noah ahead of time and felt like this was the appropriate thing to do, to give you guys all a heads up. But Noah will be out for the remainder of the 2020 season. Getting into Indiana, I think first and foremost, you got to give Indiana credit. You know, they played well, and you know, you got to give them credit. They did some good things on Saturday. I think for us, you know, defensively, you know, I thought that's as good as we had defended Indiana over the last couple years when you take the totality of the game, in terms of rushing yards, in terms of you know, pass defense, in terms of pressure in the quarterback and things like that. You know, obviously the end result is, you know, defensively we got to hold them to one less point than our offense scores. But the totality of our defense, you know, we did some good things, caused a couple turnovers, was able to pressure the quarterback, but we're more successful than we had been defending them over the last couple of years. Thought our defensive ends did a really good job of getting pressure on the quarterback and getting sacks. I thought our secondary and our pass defense was improved, and we were able to defend the run against, you know, what we think is a good Big Ten back. We weren't as consistent on offense. You know, I think if you look back over our 6 years here at Penn State, I think we have averaged, you know, 4.4 or 4.5 penalties a game. And as a team, I think we had 10, with some of them being on offense. And then turnovers, I think, was the other story of the game. You know, I think we've averaged 1.4 turnovers over the previous 6 seasons, and we had 3 in that game. And doing that on the road in the Big Ten, it's going to make things really challenging. So, you know, we started out with the opening drive, did some good things, went for it on 4th down, was able to get a score on our opening drive, and then we went into a lull with some turnovers and penalties, and then we're able to play better late in the game in the 4th quarter. And then on special teams, you know, we've been pretty consistent in that area as well, kickoffs, punts, and field goals, and we weren't able to do that. So, you know, we really made mistakes that we had not made, and you know, we got to get those things cleaned up. But you got to give Indiana credit, combination of they played well, and we didn't play the way we normally play, our normal style, our winning formula here at Penn State when it comes to penalties and turnovers. So, you know, getting into Ohio State, obviously a tremendous opportunity. Well-respected program nationally and within the Big Ten, coming into Beaver Stadium, a place that we have played extremely well over the last couple of years. Our home record is as good as anybody in the country, and looking forward to the opportunity. You know, obviously you look at, you know, what they've been able to do offensively with Justin Fields, you know, what they are able to do against Nebraska. You know, they are dynamic at the wide receiver position. They are big and physical on the offensive line. They always seem to have at least 1 or 2 running backs that can hurt you, not only on the perimeter but between the tackles as well. And then I think Justin started out like 17 for 17 or something like that, threw for like 95% in the game, you know, and was able to, you know, create some explosive plays not only with his arm but with his feet as well. Defensively, you know, still a very similar plan, even though they have a new defensive coordinator and Coach Combs. Still a very similar plan. They don't do a lot, but what they do really well. You know, they have enough variations in there to keep you honest, and they're obviously extremely skilled. And then on special teams, you know, I think they take a similar approach. You know, they're very talented. You know, they get their players in position to make plays. They keep things simple. take somewhat of a conservative approach in some areas like punt return, but they've been really effective. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge. We look at it as also a tremendous opportunity. We've had some great battles with Ohio State, and we're one of the few teams to beat them over the last couple of years. And I know our staff and our players are motivated for this game this weekend like we always are.